All right, everybody, welcome to the party. We have the biggest amount of guests or largest amount of guests at one time ever in the history of the show. This could end up being a shit show, who knows? But anyway, we got all the guys that I hung up with most of the time during Autocross week. We got Tim and Tom Moldon, Derek Stewart, Steven Reiner, Kyle Gilliott, and Jake Burton in no particular order, how they look on my screen. So what I'd like to do is kind of just have each one of y'all just kind of quick overview of what you drove for the week, just so everybody knows what you had. And we'll go from there. So, Tim and Tom, what did y'all
Uh,
drive?
so I actually drove my dad's 2006 Mustang GT, thankfully, because my car is down and I still ended up breaking it. So
Broke his car, right?
yeah, broke his car, but it's
Big.
fine. I'll pay for it.
And is that normally a KMC car, or do y'all run in like a
Yep,
street class? Yeah.
KMC is what I run it in.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a basic cam car with just a bolt-on Ford Performance suspension kit. Nothing fancy.
Yeah. It's a pretty car though.
Thank you.
I learned something about Mustangs. I kind of thought that year had Coyotes, but
Nope.
that's the S197
Yep.
platform. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The first 6 years had the 3-valve 4.6 in it, so
Okay.
kind of the motor that everybody hates, but I like it. It's been a good engine for us so far.
Well, it didn't break.
No, the transmission is a weak point.
All right, Derek, how about you? What you were driving for the week?
So for the week, I was driving my 1968 Dart that just happened to be 2JZ swapped. So it's kind of I think somebody called it the Toyo Par throughout the week. I heard that a couple times, but yeah, it was fun. It was a great time.
Yeah, I've had quite a few people request you be on the show solo, so I'm gonna need to steal another hour or so of your time probably in the next few weeks. So, uh, Stephen, past guest, so just everybody should know if the regular guys should know, but give us an overview of what you got.
Yeah, so it's a 1994 SN95 Mustang. Uh, fairly basic, just a small block Ford with a lot of suspension, go fast parts. Yeah.
Hmm. And go fast he does. Kyle, you were most recent guest, so
Yep, with 1969 Nova with ride tech suspension and not that exciting of a swap, but LS2 in it.
yeah. And Jake,
I was in my 1985 Ford Mustang Fox body with a 5.3 LS in it and some pretty mild suspension mods and a loose nut behind the wheel.
so the interesting thing is everybody, with the exception of Tim and Tom, we would normally all run in KMT together at a SECA event, but the autocross week rules are a little different. So uh, Tim, Tom, and Steven were in the GT class, and then we were all in the GTV class. I'm glad Steven was not in GTV because he would have pushed me further down the finishing order. So I want to go over the results a little bit, just kind of so everybody knows where we were. So the GT class was super competitive. I don't know if y'all ever went back and looked at all the times and stuff. So there were 19 cars in that class. Tim, you finished eighth place in that class. Very respectable given how competitive it was.
Yeah, it was a very competitive class.
Yeah. And the guy that won that class is an incredible driver. I don't know who he is or where he's from, but my gosh,
He's from Pennsylvania. He's been to a couple events with us. He's a phenomenal driver.
okay. Yeah. Because I mean, he was definitely putting, if it wasn't for the Teslas, I think he was probably putting up fastest time of the day.
Yeah,
You know?
I think so.
Yeah. Um, but you might not have won the class, but you did win special prize. And y'all are, if you're watching the video, they got them on full display. So Tim's car, car that he didn't bring, is known as the Cone Killer, and he did just that. He won the Cone Killer award.
3 days in a row.
3 days in a row. They didn't give you a third cone the last day, but
No, I was kind of bummed about that.
so you hit 24 cones.
24 cones and 25 runs. So
Yeah.
not great. There were 7 on one run, but
I mean, fortunately, a lot of those are in a single run, so you still had some clean ones.
yeah.
So, Stephen, you were fourth in the ultra competitive
Yeah.
GT class. Missed that podium spot by a
0.1, not or
smidge.
1.5.
Ugh, that stings. God.
Yeah.
But you
Especially
did.
since I had a dirty run that would have been fast enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh well.
stings. But you did win the dial-in race
Somehow.
by 4/10,000ths of a second. And I
Yeah.
don't even know how you did that. What was
So I went a little optimistic. I was like, okay, I ran a 41 something, so I was like, or low 41, I think, or and I was like, okay, I think I can knock off some time. I didn't really think it through too much that there was potentially rain coming, and then that we would be starting with cold tires. So after I put in the dial in, I was a little uh, not feeling great about it, but and then I basically chose the thousands by my car number. So I was like, I'm good. I think I'll run close to this, and then I'll do 058 because that's the number that I always run on my car. Uh, and it just worked out that I was 4 thousandths off of that. But them shorten up the track really helped me get to my to that dial in time. But it was pure luck.
okay? Yeah, so we did dry runs and wet runs. No, dry in the morning, and then it would forecast and rain.
Yeah.
No, or was it the other way around? I don't know. But I threw out a time there, and I was so far off, it was ridiculous. But I did as good as I did used to do when I used to bracket race. So, let's see. Kyle was fifth in GTV, and so what y'all probably don't know, Kyle's only been autocrossing for like 2 years. Typical old car struggles.
Mhm.
I've been kind of helping him I don't know, brainstorm and come up with ideas to help him out. And what you say, Kyle? You were typically at our local stuff. You're what, 2 to 4 seconds behind me normally?
Um, I think I've been narrowing it down a little bit
Yeah,
more,
yeah,
you know. Um, say 2-ish seconds behind you.
yeah.
Uh,
So
so
you were real. I mean, I think at some point you were, maybe just over a second behind me on some of the courses. So super pumped how good you were doing that week. I think it's only a matter of time before you pass me out, to be honest with you. So,
yeah,
so
car needed a sway bar.
right.
That was it. It wanted that, and I got that in before the event, and that helped out a lot. Though, I mean, kind of. I guess the first day I was feeling it out still. I know we had the local autocross before with the sway bar, but it was binding worse then than it was at autocross week. So it was
Okay.
still some learning on the first day, but
Yeah. So that was pretty awesome. So, fourth place was myself. Um, Jake got the third place in GTV, got himself a cool trophy. Um, did you know you were the first cone killer in GTV, Jake?
Was I was not only the first cone killer in GTV, I was the cone killer overall. So I got for GTV, I should say,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not
For GTV,
yeah.
you hit
So
10 cones.
yeah, so I just representing my boys in my region here.
I was seeing a trend going on there. I don't, y'all people must hate you when they have to work on the course
Oh,
opposite
they
of y'all.
Yeah.
do.
Are
Oh yeah,
Not
I mean, yeah, Tim and I have both been told that like when we start running, they start backing off the course, like backing up away from the actual path of travel. So and it's I don't know if it's a Dale or no, I think it's Ricky Bobby quote. If you ain't first, you're last. Well, with
Amen.
autocross, if you ain't spinning, you ain't winning, and you're gonna hit cones. So
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong because I think I only hit one the entire week. But I don't know. Who knows? And lastly, Derek. second place in GTV. Old Toyota powered Dart whooping up on
Yep.
all of American muscle. That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah.
You probably had more horsepower than all of us, easily.
I don't know. I definitely didn't have it on Finch,
Well,
but
no, not him. But yeah, I mean, it's Finch, right?
that car was crazy.
Yeah. So, Steven, did you do Autocross Week when it was up north?
I did 1 year, 2023, I want to say.
Okay, so I know Jake has. What? How would y'all compare the one we just did to the one up north?
Much hotter.
And wetter.
And definitely wetter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was comparable. I think it was better organized and kind of ran, and of course having uh, Robert Bird there kind of just brought a whole different energy to the morning meetings, the driver meeting.
Yeah.
The courses, yeah, work with what you got, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. With the
Yeah.
did you find which were the venues as nice? I know it was at pit race and stuff up there.
I think the venues were all kind of comparable.
Mm,
I mean, we didn't go to a super speedway up north, so that was pretty awesome to be able to do that. But
mm. What about you, Jake? What do you think?
I would say I think I echo a lot of what Steven said. I think it definitely was better organized than it was in 2024. It just everything kind of flowed a lot more efficient than it was in 24. Not that it was bad, but just a lot more efficient. And the venues I think were, in my mind, I think pretty much on par with what it was in 24. Um, Pit race, rest in peace, I guess. But they had a phenomenal facility, and I think NCM, I think, was on par with that. And then, you know, the two drag strips that we did between 24 and now, I think they were about on par as far as facilities go. But that's typical drag strip fare, right?
Yeah.
And then really, I think they've really done well and honed in on how to make it more successful, more popular. The biggest for when I did it in 24, I would say it was about the same temperatures and stuff that we had this go around. We had less rain in 24, but I'd say there's two key differences I think I see between 24 and 26. The transits were quite a bit longer in 24, and we got 10 runs a day or 5 runs per session in 24, which I think especially since they sold out this year and just seeing how many drivers and cars were there, I can see the need for reducing the run count a little bit.
Mm.
And on one hand, I want to say, yeah, make the transits just brutally hard like they were in 24, because we had a 3.5 hour transit, I think, one day.
Oh, wow.
But on the other hand, there was a lot of attrition this year too. And, driving downtown Nashville, or, stop and go highway, whatever, it's pretty hard on a car. So I'm kind of in between on that.
Mm. I
Yeah.
would have been fine with a little bit longer transits. But yeah, I agree that if they would have tried to do 10 runs per car, hell, we would have been there all damn day till dark probably. And then
It
kind of
wouldn't-
leaves them open if they get bad weather and it slows things down. And then some cars don't get the same amount of runs that.
when I
Also,
did it, they didn't even have like run number. It was just like we're running from this time of the day to this time of the day, and you get however many runs you can fit,
Hmm.
kind of in that time period. But they had like 50-ish cars.
Hmm.
Something like that.
That's kind of how
Yeah, I want to
Mo Party is. They just say, this is the time we're racing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to say in 24 we had I think 60 or 65 ish entries, and they had moved it to the morning session, a short lunch break, and the afternoon session.
Okay. So I saw a guy post on Facebook. I don't even know where it was. Facebook feeds you so much junk these days. But he was kind of complaining that the courses weren't technical enough. And I don't know what y'all's temperature on that. I mean, I thought they were good. Maybe could have been a little more technical, but at the same time, you don't really want people getting lost and blowing runs. What
I
do you,
agree. I agree. They could have definitely been a little more technical, especially the one at Nashville. That was very simple, which was it was fun, but I think there could have been more to it. They had the room to do it, but
mm,
I do understand trying to keep people moving and fast and not get lost as well. So
mm. What do you think, Derek?
Yeah, I say I don't know. I can't, the autocross kind of tracks that we do here, they're really simple, kind of like the ones we did. So it was very similar to what we do like around here in the Carolina region. Like for ZMAX, like when we do a ZMAX dragway, it's all just you basically go straight out. It's a bunch of slaloms, and then you do a big U-turn in the back, and it's a bunch of slalom, big offset gates on your way back, and then there's a U-turn, and then you do like maybe one offset gate, and then there's a U-turn, and then there's slaloms to the finish. So it's
Hmm.
very the courses were very similar. Kind of open, like I was very much,
Right.
but I like the more technical stuff because when I was in Florida, we used to do like an old police skid pad autocross, and it was like super tight and technical, and I did like that too. So it'd be nice to have a good mix in there next year.
Right. Yeah, Kyle, I mean, you and I, we have a 7 acre site we're on, and the courses aren't lined with cones. So I guess in my mind, it feels a little more technical. And then they do put some, I guess, features, I guess is the best way to put it, that can sometimes it's more conducive to a Miata than a
Yeah.
muscle. So, but I mean, what do you think about the course? They were pretty easy to navigate. I feel like some of the turns were hard to, I guess, perfect, and I still think there was some I never did figure out how to do the right way.
Even though it was like lined, I got lost. I came around some of those corners, and like I'm not used to the course being lined, and I'm like, I don't know where I haven't been lost on a course for a long time, and I came around one of those corners, and I had no idea where to go on that last day.
Okay, so the one at the drag strip probably
Oh, that was dumb.
had that one had the most features that maybe got me a little confused, and I wasn't set up right uh, going in.
Elevation changes too.
the
Yeah.
elevation change was cool though.
Yeah, it was really cool. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, a lot.
the
I found they were a lot more open because yeah, I'm used to I guess Miata courses, so it was kind of like what we had at LSS Texas. I felt like, um, but I mean, in terms of the technical level, I mean, I haven't been doing it long enough, so I felt they were good. I mean, the one at Nashville was probably the easiest.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, overall, I liked how you could actually get on it and get up to good speed on them, and not be it super tight.
Right. I want to point out that Jake beat me all week except for at Nashville Super Speedway.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, if it wouldn't have been for Derek's advice, you might have got me the rest of the week too. So
Yeah, so you pulled the sway bar off there. Was it because you're not used to these little tight courses? So was the car doing something weird? Made you want to do that?
so I'm gonna kind of bag on myself here. Like I I've been driving that car basically in the suspension setup that's on it for the last 2 years. So um like it had the sway bar on it the entirety of the time I ran it at Autocross Week in 2024, and then ever since then. And I've always just kind of had this little bit of just always felt like I couldn't put the power down coming out of a corner to some level. And on these tighter courses, like we had at Nashville Super Speedway, it was definitely more prevalent. And then we, after talking to you and Derek, Tim and I pulled the bar off and zip tied it to the trailer, and like literally like the first like two corners out at Nashville, I was like, holy crap, this car's back. Like this is how it used to be, right?
Hmm.
And obviously, the times improved, and the car was a lot easier to drive, had more bite out of the corner. And I was just like, man, like how would it have made a difference in 24? Probably not. Would it have made a difference in all the locals that I've ran since? Maybe, but I'm like, I should have just taken this thing off, because before I put a bunch of aero on it and the pin hard, and obviously the LS swap came after that, I used to run it without the bar when it was basically a stock Fox body. It just seemed to like it. And then for whatever reason, I put it back on and then never thought to test it. And here we are.
So it's staying off. It's still off.
Yeah, it is still currently zip tied to the trailer, so it's not going back on.
Oh, shoot. All right. What was y'all's favorite venue or day, I guess?
For me, it was definitely Music City Raceway.
Okay. Derek?
But
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
but honestly, like the highlight was doing the parade laps around Nashville.
That was definitely a lot cooler than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Did y'all have that sensation like it felt like you were driving down, but looked like you were going up, or was I
Yes.
the only one?
No, it felt like that.
Okay. Yeah, it was such a weird. I don't know. And I wish we could have gone a little faster. I mean, we're doing like what, 75 mile an hour? Felt like we were doing
Yeah.
20.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sensation was so cool, because I think Tim was in it with me and we were on the court on the oval, and I was like, I felt the same thing. It feels like you're driving down and driving up, but then you also feel like the whole car like taking a set, I think, due to the banking. And it was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was. I've done some parade laps on road courses before I did any road racing, and it was really lame. This one was not lame. So if anybody has an opportunity to do a parade lap on a banked oval, go do it.
Definitely.
So Derek, what was your favorite day?
I'm gonna have to say the Music City Raceway, just because of the sheer like elevation change and just like just the design of that course was kind of my favorite of the week. Even when it was wet, it was still really fun to drive on that course. Coming out of the first like U-turn, kind of hitting that right hand bank turn to kind of go down that middle section. That was my favorite. And then you can't pass up like the parade laps. I mean, I've done like Atlanta Motor Speedway in my car too, like when we did Power Tour. And like Jake was saying, it's a weird feeling because you feel the car like take a set as it comes into the corner, and the whole car just kind of gets heavy. You feel you like squished down in the seat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I wish I would have gotten my shit together there. I struggled that whole day. I enjoyed it. I just was never satisfied with any of my runs that day. So, what about you, Steve?
Yeah, the same.
Same
That
thing.
Music City Raceway was awesome, going the downhill, then back up, and yeah, it was really a challenge. Like you had to like really commit, and it kind of you're going downhill and had to hit the brakes hard to be able to get the car turn. Glad I didn't have to race it in the wet like you guys did.
Yeah, and I think that's what my problem was, and it just I always have something in the back of my head telling me not to wad the car up, and something about
There's
going,
trees there and everything. Yeah,
I mean, going downhill and wet and turning, and then I don't know if y'all looked past those trees, but there was like
There wasn't
drop
much there.
off, like it was a freaking mountain, right? It wasn't just a little easy runoff past the trees, So I probably shouldn't have looked at that when I was walking around. So, Kyle, what about you? What was your favorite?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same.
Same
Music
thing.
City.
Okay.
Even in the rain, went sideways a little bit, but it was great.
Yeah. Jake, I'm going to say you say the same thing too.
Yeah, you're correct. I
Okay.
I really liked Music City for all the same reasons. It took me back to in 24 we ran at UMI, which is like this little tiny banked oval in the middle of a mountain, and
Mm.
you ran up and down and back onto the banking. So there's that elevation factor, and having that at Music City was really cool to go back to.
Okay. Yeah, I'd have to agree. I did like the bigger open courses at NCM. I like going faster. We don't ever get opportunities to have the big wide open course like that. Especially the last day. I mean,
Mm.
I was tickling a rev limiter on like four times on that course. Yeah. I mean, it was crazy. So, I mean, that's around 70 mile an hour in my car. And, it's, y'all have seen enough autocross videos from outside. It looks slow. And then you tell somebody, well, you go 70 mile an hour and try and turn around that cone right there. Tell me if it's slow. But so, so let's talk some carnage. Fortunately, I didn't have any, thankfully. But Tim, I know you tore up your dad's junk, so
Yeah.
you let him borrow your car, and then he
Oh, I
breaks it.
know. Yeah, I will admit my brain did not have any mechanical sympathy Saturday, and just kind of held it there, trying to get it into second as it made absolutely awful noises until it went.
Okay, so
And
that didn't happen until the last day.
no, it didn't happen until the last day. I had a couple times where it just wouldn't go into second gear, but didn't make any noise. But Saturday, I think run two, it started to make noise, and after that, it was just done. So thankfully, second gear is still present. It just doesn't like to party when you try and shift at all anymore.
Okay, Stephen, I think you probably had. Well, I don't know. It might have been a battle between Stephen and Jake for the worst problems, but yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about your problems, Steve.
Yeah. So it turns out, so I put a lithium ion battery into the car this year. And it turns out when those things get hot, they kind of shut off. So on the second day, the car made it through all the runs, and then coming to the pits, it just shut off and died. So we got it cooled down. Luckily, Jake had a charger, so I went and found the stands and plugged that in, got it all charged back up. Then found out the alternator had died once we got the battery to work. So luckily, then Derek drove me up to the store to buy a alternator, and we put that thing in. Then the next morning, the car wouldn't start because the battery was dead. So luckily, Wes had lent me a battery and jumper cables. So I didn't bring a jump box for some stupid reason. So then I was able to jump the car the next morning at the hotel. And then Wes drove me. I was able to make it into Music City Raceway, but then it died as soon as we got into there and wouldn't restart. So then Wes drove me up to the store and we bought another battery. So I have to thank all the people that did, kind of help out there.
Okay.
But yeah, just battery and alternator. But
Do you think the battery turning itself off is what killed the alternator?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
'Cause it was reading basically zero when it was really hot. I put it in the shade, and then it was reading like 11 volts.
Hmm. Interesting.
And I mean, it drove the rest of the day on from all the stops, and I mean, I was cruising with Derek, and it left the museum just fine. It was just the next morning, it had nothing.
Hmm. Okay. Kyle, you didn't have any issues, huh?
Nope. Thankfully, everything worked, and I was watching the track code have some issues, and I was like, man, how does he have all those issues, and I'm somehow getting by? So I just crossed my fingers for the rest of the event, and yep, worked out.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. That was like a custom built deal in a shop. I built my junk in my garage.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, why ain't my stuff falling apart? I'm getting lucky here,
Yeah. I need to not say that too loud. It's not going to leave me on the middle of the causeway next time I go to New Orleans. Watch.
Yeah.
For y'all that don't know, it's a 24-mile bridge over water with no shoulders. So, and I have to drive across it to go autocross. So, Derek, I don't think you had any issues either, huh?
No, not really. I did find some stuff when I got back, but
Okay.
I was like helping people out, man. Like after I helped Steven out that day, I got to my hotel and the guys with the Chevy Love truck had their truck up in the air, and they were rebuilding the rear differential on that truck. So I like ran them to the parts store to pick up ring gear bolts because apparently 5 of the 10 ring gear bolts came out of their ring gear in the rear axle.
Oh, that's not good.
And then so I helped them put that thing back together.
Wow, it's
And yeah,
incredible.
they
Like,
drove it they drove it the rest of the week. Yeah. But and then yeah, when I got back home, I guess it wore off on me. I got back home and the dart Jack of the Air was checking it out, and the pinion nut on the dart was like finger tight, and it was like starting to back off. So it was about to lose opinion, like on the drive.
how does that happen?
I don't know. Yeah. So I retorqued it, put some red Loctite on it, and hopefully it won't ever come loose again.
Might want to peen that nut over.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
No.
But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. No real big issues.
All right, Jake.
Yeah, the car did pretty well. The main issue that we had, or that I had, was the clutch hydraulics. So it's happened to me before, and I thought I've kind of had the root cause, addressed by just keeping like fresh fluid in it and just routinely flushing it. But between I think between the clutch getting some wear on it, so now the throwout bearing's got to move a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then also dragging like 1,000 pounds worth of trailer and tools and camping gear, and then also doing it the hard way and going like surface streets in Nashville and then through the airport. Pretty much killed the throwout bearing, and on the F body T56s, which is what the car has. Like the throwout bearing and the slave cylinders all in one unit, and I think it's just done because I think I told you, Tim, that like after Autocross week wrap, we had another 2 days planned to go do Tail of the Dragon and stuff, and so I bled the clutch, I don't know, for the 6th or 7th time on the trailer before we left the cabin to go do Tail of the Dragon, and I had hydraulics for about an hour, and then it was gone. So we rev matched it and pushed through, and press on regardless. But that was pretty much the biggest mechanical issue that we had, thankfully. I ticked up Katie, my girlfriend. She she couldn't make like the whole week, but she could make Friday night and Saturday, and then the rest of the Tail of the Dragon stuff. So she flew in Friday to Nashville Airport. And the Nashville airport's got some massive speed bumps that absolutely destroyed the splitter. It ripped out both wear pucks on the leading edge on the front, like center portion of it, and so I had to kind of duct tape those up for the last day. But
yeah,
it's plywood. It's a consumable. It's fine.
Yeah, speed bumps, airport speed bumps are, yeah, autocross cars with splitters. That's not a good mix. Oh, shoot. So you mentioned the trailer. I had a trailer. Jake had a trailer. I have to admit it made it pretty easy just to not have to unload my car. I mean, we still had a lot of stuff in the car. It was also nice given the rain. We had a dry place to put our luggage. So the guys with no trailers, would you do it again with a trailer or without a trailer, or would you get one?
Next year, if we do it again, I will probably be doing it again without a trailer.
Okay. Well, you got a new car. You don't need to even carry a tool.
Well, hopefully have my Cobra next year instead of his car.
Yeah.
Our partner in crime is Jake. He's
this is true.
Or not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's probably gonna be some significant trailer upgrades for next year anyway. So
yes, that is definitely in the works.
Yeah.
Jake has a nice trailer with a sunshade on it and all that stuff.
Yeah. My wife was calling him Mary Poppins because he kept just continuing like, taking stuff out, constantly. You're like, what else is in there? I mean, they cooking breakfast, and then the next thing you know, they put away all that cooking stuff, and they take out all the lunch cooking equipment, and then tools, and I don't know.
You just need to come up to St. Louis again and race with Brian and bring a couple of those guys, and we'll make sure you get lunch or breakfast every time.
Yeah. Steven, would you do a trailer?
I mean, we were looking up trailers on the drive up there, so I would probably do a trailer because I wasn't even able to fit like a normal size cooler. I had a normal size cooler that's going to put it in the back, and I couldn't even fit it in the trunk. So definitely jealous of you and Derek, and I'm sure Kyle have monstrous trunks in the back of it.
This is true. Yeah, Derek, you didn't really have a whole lot of stuff, so
Nah, yeah.
you don't have a back seat either, so you just put all
No,
kind of
yeah,
crap
so
in there.
I threw everything behind my seats, and I was debating doing like a roof rack on the car next year,
That'd be
like
cool.
just to keep some stuff outside the car.
Yeah, and then leave it on there when you're racing, like one of them big boxes.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, I'll just leave it strapped on. I'll just empty everything out of it.
Yeah, you could put like one of them sprint car wings on top of it. Call it
Oh
arrow.
hell yeah!
Oh yeah,
Hell
Right.
yeah!
yeah. I'll make it shaped like one of those sprint car wings. Yeah, it has to open up so I can store stuff in it.
Right.
Yeah, instead of the road trip turtle, it's going to be the racetrack turtle.
No, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle, you always carry a bunch of crap, and I don't know how
Yeah.
you fit all of that shit in your car.
You just stack it right, and I mean, I had a jack in my passenger seat, so I don't have room for a trailer on the U-Haul trailer that I
True.
use, so kind of stuck with that. But yeah, it works out.
Yeah, I had planned on putting mine in the bed of the truck, but turns out the trailer that I borrow every time, uh, it fit on the front. So,
Yeah,
but
so
mine's super light. I, Jake, you must have a huge car trailer to fit that thing.
No, I. So one of my better purchases of my adult life has been an F-350 with an 8-foot bed from Texas that was an ex oil field service truck
Mm.
that's got a 1,500-pound liftgate on the back of it. So so
Nice.
yeah, so I mean it's kind of it's Tim and Tom can tell you it's kind of involved to get the trailer in and out of the truck, but like it is so convenient to like be able to lift it up there and shove it back and strap it down and go.
Definitely, it is great, and I love watching it drive down the road with the trailer in the bed of the truck.
There's something cool about old hot rods towing trailers. I don't know. It's neat. I don't care. I bet mine probably wasn't even 500 pounds. I'm not sure I would have wanted to tow anything heavier than that. Uh, it was certainly convenient, but parking at hotels was interesting to say the least. And funny. Susie and I were both laughing at my backing up skills with that little short trailer. At one point, I just unhooked it and then wheeled it to where I wanted it and then backed the car up to it. I'm like, that's fine. Nobody will ever know. Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
that's like standard operating procedure for trailer in mine because like with the lightweight flywheel and clutch in it, it's just so hateful to try to back up. And yeah, I mean, and luckily, even though like loaded down for Bear for Autocross week, it was I think 960 pounds when I weighed it at Quick Trip. Like it's pretty well balanced. So
Gee, I wonder why your clutch is screwed up.
yeah, right. Who'd have thunk it?
Get downtown Nashville like that, and the airport towing a trailer.
Yeah. And then throw in the seat with shoulder bolsters and having a hard time look behind you. Yeah. It all adds up to a funny situation for sure. So, well, guys, I had a great time hanging out with y'all and getting to know y'all a little bit better. I mean, at Tim and Tom, we talked that one time a little bit when I went to St. Louis. Of course, hey, it rained there too. Go figure. What the hell? So I didn't get to spend a lot of time socializing with a lot of people because we were uh, not only wet, it was freezing. It was like 50 degrees or something. So
Yeah, it was cold.
so, but yeah, it was a great time. Derek, I've been following you on the Insta for a little while. It's really cool hot rod. Um, I don't get upset at motor
Thank
swaps
you.
or anything. So if it's cool, it's cool, and that's all there is to it.
Hmm.
So, And yeah, certainly Steven getting to meet you in person was real good. And also hanging out with Ashley there. I know Susie appreciated having another female to talk to.
Yeah.
she can only tolerate enough dudes for a certain amount of time.
Ashley enjoyed it too. But yeah, I enjoyed meeting you in person. I've met actually most of the people on this call in my travels. I've never met Kyle before, but I think everybody else I've met at adventures somewhere else. So
Yeah, we met in Peru.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I met them at Peru. I met Derek first down in Georgia. Can't remember where. Probably Jake was also
Jake was
Peru.
up in Peru as well.
Yeah.
I think when you were at Peru with Tim and Tom, I stayed home for some reason or couldn't make
Okay.
it. So I think we kind of just missed each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Kyle went because I kind of talked him into it. He had fun at LS Fest. So I'm like, you got to go do this. This is going to be a blast.
Yeah.
And
Yay for peer pressure.
yeah,
Hey,
it was
look,
awesome.
I need to bring you. Misery likes company, right? You got to help other people make bad decisions.
Yep. Yep.
So,
But it was an awesome week, and it was good meeting everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was great to meet everyone and hang out.
mhm. I hope I mean, I intend to do it again next year. It sounded like at the award ceremony that they were going to try and keep it in that same, I guess, area, if you will. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the plan is to go next year. So
Yeah, I think I'll add that one to the list of definites with my trip to Mo Party. I feel like my truck could drive itself to Bowling Green. By now. So, uh, any closing thoughts, comments about the week or hot rods or anything else?
I would just say that, I mean, for anybody that's on the fence for doing this event, I mean, yeah, things can go wrong, especially driving the car, like being stuck driving the car the whole week, right? But I think for the money and I think for the seat time alone for the money, it's really tough to beat. That and then you combine that with the fact that like the group here, I didn't know Derek, I never met Steven, didn't know Kyle, and like you build so many friendships and camaraderie throughout the whole event, and it's not just you against competitors, it's everybody against the event. It's just pretty cool. It's something that I don't think like a lot of other bigger autocross events do, and I highly recommend it for anybody that's on the fence about it.
Right. And not to mention it, I mean, we got T-shirts with our registration, a bunch of other goodies.
T-shirt, hat, gift things.
Yeah, hats, yeah, coupons for Summit, and then they give awards three places deep, and then they had
Nice
a ton.
trophies. Yeah.
Yeah, the trophies were awesome, and then if you kill a lot of cones, you get
You get free hats.
you get free hats with cones, and then even just to like the little raffle thing at the end, which Steven, you racked up on that as well.
Yep, won twice.
Yeah, jeez. At least you didn't go home empty-handed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think all of you, I mean, mostly done national events. Derek, have you done SCCA national events?
I think the first one I was when I met Steven down in Georgia. That was really the first like national, or it was like the Georgia national event. I haven't done a whole lot, but yeah, this is probably the biggest one I've ever done. So I'm definitely coming back.
I feel like it's a different type of person / racer.
For sure.
Do y'all agree with that?
yeah,
Yeah, wholeheartedly. It
Yeah.
takes a special person to want to lock themselves in a car for a week. It's, some of us don't have AC, and like I had a wet ass the whole time because I have a T-top car. And, so I mean, it's a different person for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's the people that are like diehard SCCA are like maybe there's some car people there, but they're like autocross people, and people that do this event are more like car people.
Amen.
I would totally agree with that.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out what the difference was because I agree, there's definitely a difference. But yeah, like you said, Jake, I mean, not everybody wants to sit in their uh, so-called race car for a week. It was weird how I got used to my car, and when I got my truck to leave, it felt weird. You know?
Yeah.
Like, wow, this air condition works really good. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I think that may be all I have. If anybody else has anything else, you know, we can do that. Let's go around the room on social media in case people don't know. Tim or Tom, do y'all have any social media where you put car stuff?
I have an Instagram. It is Tim Dooner 95.
Okay. You need to change that to Conehead or something. Cone
I
Killer.
know I do probably need to change that.
Derek probably has the best Instagram handle, which is
Dodge underscore and underscore cones. So dodging cones.
and he drives a Dodge. I mean, come on.
Yep.
Steven.
So I got Reiner Automotive on Instagram and Reiner Automotive on YouTube. So I will have a YouTube video coming out for this at some point. There's just so much footage over 5 days to get, and I'm still behind on doing other videos, but it'll come eventually.
Yeah. Kyle, what's your Instagram?
The Instagram is underscore no name Nova underscore. Yeah, I don't name anything, so
And Jake.
So my Instagram is Hot Notch. I need to do better about actually uploading to that. My other social media that I'm actually trying to be more, current with is just my name on Facebook. You look it up; it's got a picture of a Mustang. So
Perfect. All right, fellas. It was fun. Glad got to catch up with y'all again. And
Yeah.
until next time, y'all take it easy.
You
See you
too.
guys.
you too, guys.